Hi, you're listening to Book Chat with author Vivian E. Moore.
Welcome, everybody, to this week's episode. We really appreciate you joining us. This podcast really shows us how we can all learn, live, and thrive off of each other. By sharing our knowledge through our conversations, we will impart some knowledge whilst learning ourselves how to progress even further. Here is your host.
Hello and welcome to Book Chat. I am your host, Author Vivian E. Moore. I hope everyone is having a good day. I hope you had a great week. And I hope you had a nice, happy 4th of July holiday. It was a long weekend, so you can't be mad at that. And so today we have a brand new show for you, and I'm excited because I missed you guys last week because of the holiday. So we got a lot to catch up on. So let's get right to it. So the title of today's show is We Shall Overcome. And the topic is defeating writer's block. What is writer's block? I know I don't have to tell you this, but I'm going to give you the definition of it anyway. Well, it is the slowdown of a creative process, the inability to focus, and lowered production. Writer's block is the end of the world. I know, and sometimes it feels that way when you can't, you just can't put two sentences together to make a paragraph. But, it doesn't hint at a lack of a commitment either. And all it means is that you've allowed the outside world to intrude upon your inner thoughts. With so many things happening in the world today, it is so easy to become distracted. And then you suffer, from a lack of focus because of that. Pandemics and politics and so much more have us polarized. And it just captures our attention from our writing process. Now, if you couple that with stress, mental fatigue, and a multitude of other issues, you get a hard case of writer's block to contend with. And we all hate when that happens because, we all get it from time to time. So it's not random. And it doesn't just go around selecting, this one or that one. If you are a writer, you have suffered from writer's block at one time or another throughout your career. All those things can distract from our daily writing goals, and we try hard to remain dedicated to our craft, but it's so hard to do that when our minds are pulled in other directions. So how long can writer's block last? I know you want to know. Well, that's a brilliant question. And some may feel that the effect of it may last for only a few hours, where others, it seems like it's way longer than that. It could be days, weeks, months, God forbid. However, there are some practical ways to remain steadfast to what we love, and when we practice these skills, we are on our way to overcoming writer's block. So what I've done today for you is I have compiled a list of ways to defeat writer's block, and this is suggested by authornews.penguinrandomhouse.com. All right, so these are 10 ways to beat writer's block. So the first one is take a hike. We would love to tell a lot of people, take a hike. But that's what we need to do for writer's block. Tell it to get gone, be gone, go away. Kick rocks, all of that stuff. And, and tell me if that works. No, but seriously, taking a hike, seriously what they're telling you is to get out and, take a long walk, take a hike. Make sure you wear your mask when you do that because of the COVID-19 pandemic that's going on out there. But, it may help you to take a long walk, to ease your mind and to, give your body some stress relief by, exercising. So that's always good. Folks, if you hear a motorcycle in the background, that is my neighbor, and I really would like to go out there and wring some necks right about now, because they've been quiet for the last 30 minutes, and it never fails. When I'm doing the show, I always get outside noises. So anyway, number 2 is write yourself out of it. So basically what they're telling you is to keep writing, no matter what it is. Even if you can't focus on what you need to be doing, if you're writing a story, a new story, or whatever, new manuscript, just keep writing. Just write about whatever. Write about your day, just so you can just get a hand on it and don't let it overtake you. All right, so number 3 is write anything. Well, okay, so this just rolls right into what number 2 was. So yeah, write anything. Write a list. Write your grocery list. Write down the alphabet. Write down, if you have kids, write their names if you have more than one. Or if you have grandkids, or if you have nieces and nephews, brothers and sisters, just write. Just keep on writing. So number 4 is get a little help from a friend. All right, well, I don't know how that's going to help, but, if you got a friend that you can talk to that can sort of, talk you down, then by all means, call that friend. Use that friend to help guide you away from what's blocking you from doing what you need to do. All right, so number 5 is deny. No, I don't have writer's block. No, I've never suffered from writer's block. Well, you could tell yourself whatever it is that you need to hear. Doesn't make it true, but, if it helps, do it. All right, number 6 is sleep on it. Okay, so if you have writer's block, just walk away from it, go take that hike. Or you can just go to bed or take a nap, whichever one. If it's midday, take a nap. If it's time for you to go to bed, sleep on it, sleep through it. Let your mind be at ease. Just woosah. You need to have that woosah moment to where you're not thinking about anything. Just peaceful thoughts. And if that doesn't work, then you can always download an app and listen to someone else read to you. All right. So number 7 is find your touch. Well, I'm not sure what they mean by that, find your touch. But whatever they mean by that, try it, okay? Find your touch. All right, so number 8 is let your subconscious do the work. Well, this is where I come up with some of my best ideas. It's when I'm sleeping. When I'm not thinking about anything. I go to dreamland and I just get so productive with my thoughts, with all of these ideas for new books, for new stories. They come to me. Most of the books that I've written, that's how they've come to me while I'm in dreamland, and just subconsciously not thinking about anything, but just going to those stories that maybe I couldn't write while I was awake, but while I'm sleeping, boom, there it is. All right, so number 9 is stay put. And basically what that means is, don't walk away. Don't let it overpower you. You can overcome it. Trust me, you can. Just stay put. Just stay there, and just start small, with your ideas. Maybe you don't get a whole page or maybe you don't get a whole chapter in a day. Maybe you only can write maybe a paragraph or 2, but at least you did that much, by staying put. And number 10 is show me the money. All right, so if you are a writer and that is your profession, meaning that you're getting paid to do it, so that means that, it's mind over money. If you want that paycheck, then that means you got to sit there and you got to write. Whether you can't come up with ideas or not, you need to do something to make your mind more productive, to get you past that hurdle, that is your brain, that's just held you steadfast in your tracks and you can't do anything about it. But, writer's block it's not the end of the world, and I'll say that again. And, it is something that we can overcome, if we put our minds to it, because a lot of times it is mind over matter. We get stopped from time to time, maybe the pressure of the world, or you have family issues that are going on, or whatever it is that has you in that funk to where you just cannot write. Don't let it overpower you. Don't let it take you down, because you're stronger than that. You're a professional, and, you know how to get past it, but you have to want to get past it. I think a lot of people sometimes use writer's block as an excuse to not work. But, if you're motivated, you need to stay motivated. And I know that there are times when, when you're just sitting and you're trying to come up with ideas and it's not happening for you. Now, I suffer from that every weekend because I have to come up with a new idea for each show that I do. Thank God I only do one show a week, because if I had to do more than that, I don't know what I would do. Because it's hard to think, to really focus on that, when you've got so many other things going on in your life. But praise be to God, each week I come up with a different idea. We may have talked about writer's block, maybe some episodes back, but still, this is a brand new way that I'm bringing it to you today. And giving you some more ideas. I may have given you ideas about writer's block, how to get past it before, but most certainly today is a set of new ideas to help you on your journey to get past writer's block. Because we're human, and we are susceptible to most things, but you can overcome them and writer's block too when you have a plan to defeat it. All right, folks, so that is the show for today. But before I let you go, I want to make sure that I give you these URLs, because I want you to keep listening to the show. This is July, and I'm trying to get to that 10,000 download mark, and I need you to help me, please help me. I thank you so much for supporting me, for listening to the show, for downloading the show, each week when I get my stats. So I am so thankful for that, and just ask you to help me on this journey to get to that 10,000 mark. I would love to be able to do that for July, for the show's 3rd year anniversary. And once we get to that goal, and even if we don't make the goal by the end of July, we're still going to celebrate, because this is a milestone for me. When I started this show 3 years ago, I never knew that I could progress this far, but I always believed in my ability, and and my passion for what I like to do most, and that's write, but also to bring what I love to the table and share it with others, because sometimes everybody needs uplifting. They need some positive motivation. So that's what this show is about. That's what Book Chat is about. We're going to talk about books, yes, but also I want to motivate you, and I want to inspire you, to write your dreams, to live your dreams. And, because sometimes you may be getting all of that, that background noise, people telling you, you don't need to do that, or, what you do is not good, or whatever. Don't listen to that, okay? All that negativity. Don't listen to that. That's why this show is here, to help you with positivity, to keep you moving in a positive direction, and also to let you know that there will be some hurdles along the way, but still you can get past that, if you keep focused. So the first URL is https://www.spreaker.com/user/author Vivian E. Moore. You can like me on Facebook, follow me on Facebook, and please share. You can just look up my name, Vivian E. Moore, author Vivian E. Moore, and it will bring me up on Facebook. Also, I am on Twitter, God's Property 46, and Instagram, God's Property 51, and that is by invitation only. You can also check out my website, that is authorvivianemore.com and authorehshepard.com. Also, if you read my blog, the show's transcripts are uploaded each and every Saturday that we do a show, and that is at https://vivianemore.blogspot.com. And here are all the other lovely platforms where you can listen to Book Chat. You can listen to it on iTunes, of course, Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Castbox, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, YouTube, and SoundCloud. And there may be some more I'm not sure of. Periodically when I go out there, I have noticed that I've been added to a couple more. And also, the show is international, so not only can you listen to it here in the United States, you can listen to it anywhere in the world, even as far away as Africa. So I am so proud that I have accomplished something that I never dreamed would happen, and I'm so thankful for that. So anyway, tomorrow is Worship Day, and you know what I always say about that. I know that my church and a lot of other churches are not in the physical building, but we're still having church worship service every single Sunday, and we do it over the telephone, but a lot of people are doing it by video or by live streaming. So, whatever way that you're able to attend church, please do that. And, if you're still going into a physical building, make sure that you're wearing your mask and all of those things, because, we want to stop the spread of this virus that's going around. It is so deadly, for a lot of people, and for those who may be asymptomatic and not even know that they have it. And that's another way that it's being spread. So we want to stop that and just encourage everyone to wear their mask. And I know that, sometimes it gets to be uncomfortable, but just think about all the doctors and nurses that have to wear these masks for the whole entire time that they're on shift, tending to patients that have, other illnesses and this latest one, the COVID-19. So just think about them and what they go through on a daily basis. If they can do it for, 8 to 12 to 14 hours, we can do it for however long that we need to be outside, in the midst of crowds or whatever. So just be mindful of others and keep them safe, and that way you'll keep yourself safe. And tell someone that you love them, because tomorrow is not promised. Today may be the only chance you get to say that. So I love you. I hope you love me back. Until the next time you hear my voice, God bless you and goodbye.
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Well, the answer is simple. It would mean the world to us if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review and feedback. Spreading the word really is the best way to grow our podcast and achieve even greater things. Thank you.